How about yun namang mga beverages, no? I think yung isa sa mga madalas nating iniinom is yung soft drinks.
Yes. So, ano bang meron sa soft drinks, di ba? Yan. So, kailan ba tayo huling nag-soft drinks? Sino yung mga may hilig mag-soft drinks? Yan. So,
Zero.
Coke Zero, di ba? So, merong tinatawag, the term is phosphoric acid, alright? In most of soft drinks, especially the dark colored ones.
Okay.
So, it raises the phosphorus in our blood, no? And
regardless kung zero or not zero.
Yes, opo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so welcome back to our latest episode of our Nourish to Flourish PH podcast, where we talk about anything about your health and nutrition. So again, my name is Dennis Hilario, the business coach, and with me is...
Hello everyone, I'm Coach Mary Rose Del Rio, registered nutritionist dietitian. Welcoming you to our 11th episode.
Oy,
Ayan.
11th episode na pala. Bilis ng panahon.
So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also let us know, alin ba yung mga health topics so far nasa 10 episodes natin and counting, yung pinaka nagkaroon ng impact sa inyo, or let's say meron kayong natutunan at least 1 or 2 or kahit papano na i-apply niyo na sa inyong healthy lifestyle. So we would love to know, and should you have more questions, feel free to share in the comment section.
Yes. So our topic for today is all about our kidney.
Kidney,
Kidney Care
napaka-important.
101.
Yes.
Tanong Tagalog ng kidney?
Bato.
Bato mga ba? Wala naman ibang Tagalog.
Bakit bato, no?
Bakit nga ba bato?
Kaya sakit sa bato.
Oh, yeah. Oo.
Yes.
Akala ko pag sa akin bato, yun yung parang nabubuong bato pagka...
Kidney stone.
Kidney stone.
Yeah.
So literally stone. Yung Tagalog is...
Bakit
bato.
nga ba? Hindi ko rin alam eh. Let's search on that. Probably alam nyo. Let us know guys. Baka naman may mga ano dyan. Major in history.
Correct.
Ma-share nila bakit ganun yung etiology, mga ganyan.
But before that, our topic last episode was about... liver nga ba?
Colon.
Yeah.
Medyo na-touch din naman natin si liver. Actually kasi it's part of the gut health. Ganyan.
Sa gut
In celebration of the colorectal cancer awareness month. Yes.
Siguro before we dive in, kamusta naman? How's your mga
How's our day?
Ano nangyayari sa sa week mo so far?
Sa mga kaganapan. Yeah, it has been the same usual thing na ginagawa natin in relation to our health, businesses, collaborations, ayan. So,
Okay, so one of your, I think meron kang event ba yun last weekend o the other last week ba yun?
alin pong event yan, sir?
Sa dami kasi masyadong busy si
ano
Coach
nga ba
MR.
yun?
Yun.
Last weekend.
But anyway, so sige, let's dive right to the topic, no? So the question is, bakit nga ba ang daming Pinoy na nagkakaroon ng kidney disease?
Yes. So, yes, napapansin natin yan. Siguro sa family members nyo guys, it's also, yung tanong ni sir is also a very good time for us to be more aware and reflect. Ilan ba sa mga kakilala natin right now, yung alam natin na may sakit sa kidney?
Yeah.
Within your workplace, within your family members, because it's actually a reminder for you na makaiwas sa mga ganong problema. So the root cause being, of course, number 1 would always be the diet. Kasi yan yung araw-araw na pinapasok po natin sa katawan natin eh. Umaga, tanghali, gabi. Sometimes even more than breakfast, lunch, dinner. And most of it, nakakain natin sa mga snacks natin.
Yeah, common notion dyan yung alat. Diba?
Yes, the sodium
salty food.
talaga. Kasi madali po talaga yung ma-achieve sa ating mga food items. Siyempre, chips, number 1. Mga convenient foods, sir.
Mga instant noodles.
Yes,
yan.
correct. So, medyo natakal natin din yan on the past episode. I'm not sure which particular health. I think sa heart health natin siya natakil a part of talking about hypertension. Kasi link, sir, ang sodium to having hypertension, and hypertension is also one of the root cause or one of the main causes bakit tayo nagkakaroon ng kidney problem. So pagkain, instant noodles. So check nyo yan. Sa isang linggo, nakakailan ka bang instant noodles hanggat maaari? Baka po pwedeng from kung araw-araw, bawasan natin, going 3 times na lang. Alright? So actually in lifestyle medicine, hindi naman namin nire-recommend na super drastic, sir, yung mga lifestyle or dietary changes para hindi tayo biglang hindi maging sustainable for you yung change.
Correct.
So minimal, gradual changes over time. Ganun yung recommendations natin. So soft drinks, instant noodles, processed foods, yan. ang mga madaling makasira, no, sa mga sugary food items. Actually, we've been hearing about that, diba, sir, sa mga previous episode natin. I hope, kumbaga, nare-recall ninyo na almost karamihan talaga 90+% of the diseases are linked to those kind of food items. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang po kidney nyo ang maisasalba ninyo if you get to avoid or limit these food items.
Yeah, even yung na-share ko before, yung may son, di ba? Who's now 17 years old. Pero back in, I think he was 12 or 13, na-diagnose siya ng parang nephrotic syndrome.
Very young, no?
Oo. So, ang naging symptoms nun is yung moon face. Malaki, namamanas.
Namamaga.
Oo. So, yun. So, nag-steroid siya ng, for so many years. Di ba, so many, mga 4-5 years. Pero fortunately, last year yata, I think, nung cleared na siya, no?
Yes.
According to the doctor. Pero, ang main cause noon, exactly what we were talking about, is yung mahilig nga siya sa mga instant noodles, particularly yung mga chips, yung mga junk food na ganon.
Yes.
Yun.
Opo.
So, yun talaga ang main cause.
Opo. Pag madali talaga lagi nakikita sa school kasi, sir, yan ang laging present. Yan din ang madaling baunin, mga ganyan, madaling lutuin. So, that's why it's very important, in your family. Kasi sometimes, kapag sinasabi nila na, kasi ako lang sa family member ko yung parang health conscious daw, minsan nahihiya na silang magsabi sa mga fellow family members nila kasi feeling kontrabida daw sila always. But no, if you are that one only person na ganun sa family, be that one. And panindigan nyo yan because eventually, you get to influence them.
Yeah.
They get to also realize, the consequences nung mga not so good habits na yun over time. So be that good Samaritan. We are one with you here at Nourish to Flourish.
Yun.
Kasama mo kami dyan, kapatid.
So, bakit nga ba big deal ang kidney health?
Kidney, ayan. So, halos mga kapatiran yan sina liver, di ba? Ganon sila kaimportante. So, they regulate, marami silang mga nire-regulate na mga fluids sa katawan natin. And at the same time, nagfi-filter din sila ng waste and also blood pressure. Ayan. So actually, pag tinignan natin yung kidney natin, napakarami talagang ugat niyan. No? There are a lot of blood vessels in our kidney. Super. Kaya talagang highly related dyan kapag super minomonitor yung blood pressure natin when we have kidney. Yan talagang everyday literal monitoring. Yan yung isa sa mga i-check ng ng nephro ninyo or ng IM ninyo, especially if you have medyo late stage na.
Pero yung parang yung sa may son, ang minomonitor talaga sa kanya dati is blood pressure. Kasi pag may problem yung kidney, tumataas din yung blood pressure, no?
Yes, it's somehow directly related.
Pero totoo ba na yung mostly meat yung dahilan o cause ng kidney problems?
Kapag sir, majority of your diet, especially pag saturated meat like pork, beef, red meats, and at the same time, so sobrang everyday, like 2 to 3 times siguro a day, every day, ganyan. Because it falls under...
Clarify ko lang. So, halimbawa, milig ko sa meat pero wala masyadong alat. Okay lang ba yun? Or not? O pag lagi talagang meat regardless kung may alat, may
animal
asin siya or wala?
Opo.
Ganon,
yes,
okay.
Because it will fall naman on the inflammatory part of it. Yes.
Okay.
So, saturated fats, remember, yung atin pong isa sa mga cardinal rule in terms of knowing the best macronutrients to take, like kung sa carbs, yung complexer, yung natin, di ba? Yung preferred pag protein, ideal lean protein, predominantly plant-based. So, doon magfo-fall yung ideally, nagko-coincide din doon yung rule sa fat na ideally more of unsaturated. So si red meat kasi, sir, it falls on the saturated na ang rule doon is as much as possible we limit it. Yes. So okay naman kung lean like steak, mga ganyan from time to time. Siguro mga 2 to 3 times a week is fine. And then the others, you get to have yung mga plant-based sources ng protein natin. Tapos yung luto is yung tinatawag natin na moist heat. Yan. So, minsan kasi yung mga paglagi ding grill, fry, meron tinatawag, sir, na mga AGE compounds. Medyo
Yan ba yung mga
technical yung...
carcinogen?
Yeah, it's carcinogenic. It's being released particularly coming from, yun nga, animal products. Pagka masyadong lagi tayong kumakain, and from that particular mga dry heat cooking method. So pag lagi ding ganon, can also produce that AGE compounds, which is carcinogenic and promoting inflammation over time.
Kasi maraming mga, especially mga male na young males na nagba-bodybuilding. So, tinatarget nila ng maraming protein. Like yun nga, particularly mga meat. Alam ko yan, mga chicken breast, steak, etc. So, siguro, ano bang ma-advise natin na medyo safe? Kasi, I think ang target dyan parang 1 gram of protein per pound of your weight, di ba?
Tama po. So, good question. Ano ba ang kailangan nating protein every day? So, nakadepende po yan sa ating timbang. So, may range po yan. It can be so minimum as 0.6 gram per kilogram body weight up to pwedeng pumalo siya ng 2.5. Alright?
Yun yung
so,
safe na range.
Apo. Okay. So, sino yung 0.6, 0.8 yun? Pagka meron na po tayong mga kidney problems. Pero yung like normal person, you just want like ako to maintain my muscle mass, my weight, ideal weight, diba, times 1.2 gram per kilogram body weight. Yung medyo iba talaga sila, nagbi-build ng more muscles, ganyan. Pwedeng mag-multiply mo yon sa 2 to 2.5 grams per kilogram body weight. So, of course, anything beyond that, yun na yung magkakaroon tayo ng... I've been hearing, kasi I'm also part of some fitness groups, na talagang grabing, masyadong mataas talaga yung protein recommendation ng mga fitness instructor talaga nila. Yeah. It's really not, yes, pwedeng, it may look aesthetically okay, but, deep inside, talagang over time, your kidney will suffer.
Tsaka hindi lang yata kidney, di ba? Even yung other organs mo.
Definitely. Kasi magkakapit-bahay lang yung mga yan.
Inflammation. Pero you talk about kasi red meat, How about yung mga white meat like fish and chicken?
Yes, of course. We recommend that more. Ideally
pero
lang.
Nakaka-affect din ba ng kidney yung pag sobra?
Ideally, kung, for example, sir, sa chicken, mas less yung saturated kasi yun yung concern natin, sir, yung saturated fats.
Yeah.
So where is
chicken
the
skin.
Chicken skin? Yeah. So ideally, we remove that before cooking. Okay. So before, syempre hindi rin namin yan naging practice hanggang sa nire-remind na din namin from time to time.
Right.
Bawiin na lang natin yung lasa. I'm sure maraming medyo mag-aano dyan, ay kasi nandun sa chicken skin yung lasa and all that. Bawiin na lang natin po yung lasa sa paggamit ng mga herbs and spices and low sodium condiments. And basically the chicken itself, 'di ba? Kapag ka naman pinakuluan mo yan ng matagal, like ginisa mo yan, pinakuluan mas matagal, it would also release its own flavor.
Right.
Even without the skin. So meet halfway po tayo kung gusto pa po natin makakain ng manok from time to time.
How about yung egg?
Yes, egg is fine, definitely. Once to twice a day is okay.
Okay.
So long as pasok po yun sa protein requirement ninyo. Yes, so more or less average size ng egg, 'di ba? Mga nasa 8 grams yan approximately.
How about yung mga protein powder?
Yes, we do also recommend that. Alamin nyo lang po yung servings, yung grams of protein per serving. Yes. So long as lahat po, we take everything in consideration. Yung kakainin nyo pong karne, may it be pork, beef, fish, or chicken. Tokwa, yung mga plant-based natin. Tokwa, iba't ibang klase ng beans. Yan. Kaya pag nagbulang lang kayo na gulay, good na yan. Right?
Lunch namin kanina yun.
Yan, talaga po, winner, bulang lang. So, kahit yun nga lang yung ulan mo, sir, it's very rich in micros and protein. Good protein source at the same time. Ayan. Plus, of course, yun nga, kung mag-protein powder ka, counted po lahat yun. Mag-egg ka, kung mag-peanut butter ka with sandwich. So, everything has to be taken into consideration. Chia, yung mga ilang chia seeds, ganyan, flax seeds, may konting rin yan, protein.
Okay. Sige. So, yun yung banggit natin yung mga protein sources, no? How about yun namang mga beverages, no? I think yung isa sa mga madalas nating iniinom is yung soft drinks.
Yes. So, ano bang meron sa soft drinks, di ba? Yan. So, kailan ba tayo huling nag-soft drinks?
Kanina
Sino yung mga mahihilig mag-soft drinks? Yan. So,
zero.
Coke Zero, di ba? So, merong tinatawag, the term is phosphoric acid. Alright, in most of soft drinks, especially the dark colored ones.
Okay.
So it raises the phosphorus in our blood, no? And
regardless kung zero or not zero.
yes, opo.
Okay.
Yeah. So hindi lang sugar yung concern po natin pagdating sa mga soda, right? So there is that particular ingredient, okay, which raises the phosphorus in our blood, and the phosphorus pulls out the calcium, no, sa bones natin. So minsan kasi kapag hindi ganun ka-balance 'yon in our body, kasi 'di ba dahil nga si kidney siya yung nagre-regulate ng mga ganung minerals, the calcium phosphorus intake, etc. Pag meron kang mga ginagawa sa katawan mo na hindi naman dapat nangyayari yung ganung pangyayari. So parang nadidisrupt yung function ni kidney na, oh, what's happening? Bakit may nagkakaroon ng pulling out of the calcium sa area yon? Parang ganyan. So, nalilito tuloy siya na, so of course, pag na-disrupt yung function, the structure will follow.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Apo.
So, yung phosphorus pa lang, too much phosphorus, no?
Yeah.
Yun.
Plus, of course, syempre, the sugar din itself. Because again, simple, mga simple sugar, mga added sugars natin are, ayan na naman, sa inflammation.
Right.
Oo. So,
Pero for some reason, marami na addict sa soft drinks, no? Pero kung halimbawa, siguro kung, syempre, ideally talaga kung matatanggal yung soft drinks, the better.
Or alternate, sparkling water. Di ba may mga ganun na sir ngayon? Kasi minsan sabi ng iba, carbonated, yes. So I get to ask them also na, ano ba yung habol mo sa soft drinks? Is it the pleasure, the taste, yung parang zesty na
yung
carbonate?
yung spirit.
Yes. No? So sabi ko, kung ganun na rin lang, let's have a substitute. Hindi naman natin totally easy zero siya sa buhay mo. Pero, baka merong mas parang, sabi nga nila, quote-unquote, no, lesser evil, parang ganyan. So, still, you get to enjoy the pleasure of having that. Kasi nga naman, minsan, pag mag-steak tayo or pizza, parang pag tubig lang, ay, parang minsan ang lungkot. Totoo naman yan, sir. Ako hindi naman ako super KJ ha. Sa family namin. Like sometimes if my mom would also crave for that, yun nga lang talaga, nandun yung konting pasaring na, okay, what you had earlier, ganyan. Or minsan pag magkakainan kami, may iced tea or whatnot, hanggang ganito lang ha, lalo na kung mag-dessert ka later, parang ganyan. Kasi lalo na yung isang buong iced tea na, tapos mag-dessert parang marami. Ayun talaga.
Yeah. Okay, so we talk about sodium, phosphorus, yung mga other chemical ba tawag doon, like mga potassium, pinag-usapan natin yung protein, and other fluids, but pa kailangan well monitored itong mga to?
Yes. So, very important, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, protein, and fluids, yan yung super well monitored sa mga kidney patients.
Okay.
Opo. So, kasi like for example, potassium, madali mo siyang makuha sa mga prutas gulay and usually, parang may understanding tayo na, okay, since ito na yung may health concern akong ganito or gusto kong makaiwas sa ganito, parang prutas gulay na lang kakainin ko. But the thing is, without knowing that you also have to consider the low potassium, high potassium sources of those fruits and vegetables, especially sa mga fruits, madaling makakota din ng mga potassium dyan. And too much also is, can also burden your kidneys' health. That's why talagang it is also in those instances that we cannot parang fully have all the micronutrients that we need because of those limitations.
Right.
So, di ba minsan kasi sir, kala natin, lalo na yung iba sobrang dami talaga nila magprutas sa isang araw. So, hindi lang po sugar yung concern natin pagdating sa, sa fruits. Yes, it's a natural sugar, don't get me wrong. But however, again, there is this particular minerals that when taken, at a certain level inside our body can further give strain to your kidney. So, in terms of may relation yan syempre sa heart health natin.
Okay.
Lalo na kung ikaw yung kidney case na meron kang existing heart health problem. Depende pa kung ano yung kaso ng heart disease mo. But it has something to do with, the regulation of the heartbeat. Of course, we don't want it to be so fast and so slow because that will also affect the blood flow, etc., which will affect the blood pressure. Ano na yan domino effect na yan, sir. So we don't want other of those things.
Yeah, so too much of anything is hindi rin
yung golden rule na naman natin yan. May listahan naman po tayo na nire-recommend sa mga kidney cases natin.
Meron akong kausap kanina yata Yeah, parang she's talking about yung kanyang anak is pinapakain niya ng bulang lang araw-araw, no? As in araw-araw, yun lang ang kinakain. So again, parang that's too much. Is that safe?
If it's that, it would depend on the factors such as the amount of kung ano yung mga beans, sir, na nandun sa bulang lang na yon, and kung araw-araw ba, meaning is it like one particular dish in a day, or is it like 2 to 3 meals bulang lang siya? So I think I would ask first those questions to say kung okay ba siya or not.
Nagkaroon naman ng variety ng konti.
Variety. Lalo na yung umay
bata.
din, no? Tama. Yeah. Exactly.
Pero speaking of other or nutrients in general, ano bang mga nutrients ang makakatulong to protect your kidneys?
Yes. So we've been mentioning a lot earlier again about the mga pro-inflammatory, no? Nandiyan na naman yung mga pagkain na nag-trigger ng inflammation. So again, review, ano po yung ating anti-inflammatory? It's omega-3.
Yun,
Ayan.
May exam tayo.
Exam na kasi na-mention na natin yan sa mga past episode, right? So omega-3s, sources, again, you have your salmon. So 2 to 3 times a week is fine. Yung mga natin, flax seeds. Avocado, tag-avocado ngayon, guys. Let's maximize. So, pero kung nagre-regulate po kayo ng weight, medyo lang din kasi, no? Per gram times 9 calories yung computation ni avocado. So, of all the fruits, si avocado lang yung set apart. Pero don't get me wrong, it's healthy fats. Healthy fats that you also need to make sure na i-count natin.
Yeah. Too much din. Pag too much din rin okay.
Yes, okay. Kasi again, pag nag-exceed ka sa calories natin, gain weight tayo. Pero again, healthy source naman si avocado. Others would be yung mga flax seeds natin, sir, chia seeds, yan, mga omega-3s yan, and of course from our pharmaceutical grade nutritional supplements, anti-inflammatories, omega-3. Yan, kasi we need around mga 1 to 2,000 milligrams per day. Yan, ang quota natin. Or it's 1 to 2 grams, more or less.
Yung buko juice, yun, naririnig-rinig din natin yan, ano?
Yes.
Maganda ba yan talaga sa kidney natin?
Opo. Of course, in moderation. Lalo na dito sa Lipa ako, favorite ko yung buko juice. Favorite niyo rin ba, guys?
Buko juice dito?
Sa highway, sir.
Ganun ba?
Opo, along San Miguel office and across that. So, dito sa Lipa, I think the running amount is 30 pesos. O, diba? Yes. Though yun, medyo may mga konting minerals lang din yan na na-mention tayo earlier. Yung mga electrolytes, ganyan. So, ito, di ba? Yung mga ganitong amount is fine. Right? So, and counted nyo rin po pala yun sa inyong fluid intake. Kasi usually, kapag may kidney problem naman po tayo, monitored na rin yan, 1,500 ml to mga ganyan, approximately. So, lahat po ng iinumin nyo, regular na inumin, and also even yung sabaw, sir. Now, yan, tulad yan, bulang lang. Kakount mo rin yung fluid nun. Pasok din dapat lahat yon, sir, sa Kasi we don't want to have yung mga edema or what we call the water retention, pamamaga na mamanas. Yan. So we have to regulate everything that's coming in and monitor what's coming out of our body. Yes. So in addition sa nutrients or yung omega-3, we also need dyan yung mga probiotics, vitamin D, and coenzyme Q10, which somehow napag-usapan na rin natin sa mga previous episodes. Siyempre, pag yung kidney natin, sir, compromise, limited na lang yung nutrients na nakakapasok din. So, kumbaga, kung kukunti na lang talaga yung nutrients na pumapasok sa katawan mo, 'di ba? Parang might as well i-absorb mo na talaga lahat. So, it's the probiotics which make sure na yung whatever nutrients comes into your body ma-maximize ng katawan mo, ma-fully absorb. Yan. Because, syempre, usually may mga medications na rin kasi tayong tinitake, lalo na for those kidney patients, and that compromises the gut health. Namamatay ang good and bad bacteria, kaya hindi talaga masyadong ganado magtrabaho yung gut health natin. However, taking that, no, kapag lalo na pag na-antibiotic kayo, lagyan nyo lang ng space. If you take your antibiotic 1 to 2 hours, you take your probiotic 1 to 2 hours after taking your either medications or antibiotics, mga ganyan.
Ayun. So, nabanggit mo yung pamamaga ng yung paa, yung swelling, no, yung manas, no. Ano pa ba mga early signs na dapat mong ibantayan?
Ayan.
So, kung meron kang early kidney issue.
Yes. So, kung meron kang early signs, that's good for you. Ang nakakalungkot, sir, right now, karamihan,
too late na.
Asymptomatic. Yun po yung nakakatakot yan. Wala talagang symptoms. And I have a case like that. I have a 44-year-old client right now. She's a mom, single mom. And mid last year, August, no, she was just last year lang actually, she was diagnosed with hypertension, naresetahan siya ng losartan. And hindi rin kasi siya masyadong nagmo-monitor daw ng mga labs niya. And aminado siya dong sa mga food na minention natin kanina that she regularly takes that and bigay din ng mga clients niya. No, kasi nasa accounting field siya. So alam niyo na, sir, di ba, maraming dalo na ngayon may magde-deadline, sir, tama ba?
Yeah.
Speaking of the tax.
Next week.
Expertise din yan, sir, segue. Kung meron kayong mga tanong sa mga tax related. Accounting, may mga modules ka dyan, sir, di ba?
Ito na nga yung kanina mga pinag-discuss namin sa taxes kanina.
Ayan. Yun ang mga kailangan nating matutunan. No, so there, bigla na lang siyang na-diagnose ng CKD5 agad-agad nitong January. And when I asked her if kung merong kakaiba siyang naramdaman, it's more of like back pain lang daw. Pero medyo na-associate niya kasi yun sa parang spinal related concern niya. So there, but kung meron kayong mapansin like foamy urine, can be one. Madali kang mapagod kahit wala ka namang masyadong ginagawa. Ganyan. So, yun yan, nagsiswell, isa yan. And madalas kang parang ihi ng ihi. Ganyan. Kasi since, yun nga, si kidney yung nag-regulate ng fluid electrolyte balance natin. So, if your regular routine na hindi ka naman masyadong madalas umihi before, biglang ngayon, bigla na lang. So, dapat, ka na nun, alert mode. Again,
pero, sorry. Yung common kasi na sinabi natin kanina yung kidney stone, di ba? Aside from kidney stone, ano pa yung mga types of mga kidney diseases ba?
Kidney disease. Usually other cases would be the most common would be yung mga nasisira, sir, yung kidney leading to dialysis. Yung ba talaga nagsishrink na or lumiliit yung kidney problem, yung kidney nila. So basically that's
sa case nung meron siyang protein leak, no? Yung nephrotic syndrome. Kaya nephron tawag doon sa mga doktor. Parang ganun. Okay.
Yes.
Yun. So aside dun sa mga nutrients na napag-usapan natin kanina that will protect you from kidney diseases, ano pa yung mga you would say na lifestyle medicine solutions na pwede natin gawin para makaiwas tayo dun sa dreaded na dialysis?
Yan,
kapitbahay natin dito yung dialysis na
may dialysis center ba yan? Okay. So, of course, what gets monitored gets improved again. So, we have to know our baseline. Kahit wala pa po tayong hypertension, diabetes, ganyan. Let's have our annual physical exam. As much as possible, you do your executive checkups because usually, di ba, nakikita yung mga kidney problem natin sa mga creatinine, ganyan.
Guilty nga ako dyan Due na ako to do a lab test.
Ayan. So, let's give time.
I-schedule ko hopefully soon.
Opo, yes. Let's have that. The blood pressure checking from time to time because again, the leading cause of kidney problems is kung hypertensive at diabetic ka. Kaya, shout out for those na medyo nasa borderline na, sa existing na, wag po nating masyadong imbibe or pakatanggapin na yun. Alright? Because pag tinanggap natin na, it's already part of you, baka masyado tayong makampante and eventually it can complicate things out, right? So, yun kasi minsan nakakalungkot, parang, ay ito, tumatanda na talaga. Wala, ganito na parte na talaga to. So, hindi po siya parte ng pagtanda natin. Pwede po kayong tumanda kahit na, pwede tayo mag-age even without those, no? Because, even the community or the program that I'm pursuing right now is lifestyle medicine. Nakakatuwa, sir, because I'm really seeing, a lot of doctors right now who are very proactive and really verbalizing na reversible. Kasi technically, it has been a long time in the medical field. Hindi na kaya i-reverse. Kapag nagkaroon na ng hypertension, diabetes, kidney problem, liver cirrhosis, ganyan. But, with lifestyle medicine program, we are having patients with scientific basis na talaga. Okay, shout out kay Dr. Michelle Palma, the president of the Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine. Thank you so much I hope, makavisit kayo dito, Doc Salipan. Let's have you in our podcast. Nakakatawa, Doc, ang mga improvements sa mga patients ni Doc talagang life-changing. Ayan. So, posible po. So, of course, apart from food, i-limit natin yung mga nabanggit nating pagkain kanina, processed food, sources of salty food, etc. May mga substitute naman yan, okay, na kailangan natin. And as much as possible, syempre yung exercise. Okay? So, dyan pumapasok, sir, yung, again, the pillars of lifestyle medicine. Okay? So, yung stress management, di ba, sir, na tinuturo natin.
Very effective sa akin yung stress management talaga. So, yung giving time talaga to, parang yung tatanggalin mo yung mga noises sa sa isip mo, tsaka naririnig mo talaga. So, like for example, me, ang practice ko is after workout, I just sit down sa kung may araw, mas maganda.
Yes.
Si vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
Yun. Tapos, a couple of minutes bago maligo, ayun, malaking tulong sa akin yun.
Yes.
Tapos naman, during daytime or during work hours, I make sure na I have like 10 to 15 minutes na kahit nap, siesta. Power nap. Kasi malaking tulong din talaga yung breaks during yung work hours natin, di ba?
Right.
Yun. So,
yung
kasama
sleep mo ngayon, sir, kamusta? Nakaka-average of how many ka? Di ba? Kasi recently, you've also become more aware and intentional about that.
Yes. So, recently parang, before, mga 5 to 6. Pero recently, na-increase ko na siya to about 6 to 7.
Yan. Alright.
Intentional na rin ako dun sa, ko talaga, sa sleep. And kasi minsan, ang mga factors din kasi ng challenges mo sa sleep is just, yung mga kasama mo rin sa bahay, di ba? Pag kasama mo sa bahay, nagpupuyat. Siyempre, napupuyat ka rin.
ka.
So, dapat, you also have to align with them when it comes to those habits. Diba?
Apo. Yeah.
Ayun. So, yun. Isa yun sa mga solution that we did sa bahay na we agreed na dapat pag 9 o'clock or,
medyo nagliligpit na.
Medyo mag-dim light ka na, di ba?
Correct.
Yung mga ganon. So, you really have to be mindful sa mga ganyan. And whatever it is, kung kailangan nyo pa ng further help, syempre nandito si Coach MR.
Yes. Check out our website. Diba,
yun, so yun na, i-announce na rin natin. Well, malapit na ma-launch yung ating Mentora, which is part of the initiatives, one of the initiatives ng The Playground PH, to help out yung ating mga professionals, working professionals, business owners, freelancers, na, striving to grow and learn, kasi yun naman talaga part of our life, dapat we keep on learning, di ba?
Right.
So yung Mentora is a mentoring, it's like a curated list of mentors or coaches na pwede mong i-book on demand online kung kailangan mo lang ng mga mga quick tips and solutions about your pain points sa career, sa health. Siyempre, nandun si Coach MR.
Yes, we can help you guys. And in business, I see that there is marketing.
Yes.
Ano pa nasa mga digital
marketing, may sales, may digital transformation. Ako yun. May mga business process engineers.
Yan.
We also have freelancing. Si Coach Shoden. And sa virtual assistants naman, si Mary Charlene. and many more. Actually, ang daming gusto
Ang daming
mag-join.
matutulungan ng platform na to. So it's really about, guys, empowerment, no? Regardless of wherever you are in the world, because I think this will run naman via online, di ba? Yung consultations natin and yung programs natin. So definitely we can empower a lot of Filipinos, not just here in the Philippines, but also globally. Ayan.
Kasi di ba nauuso na rin yung yung parang booking doctor or health
Yes,
consultation
right.
online.
May mga ganyan na po.
So why not rin sa business and sa career natin meron din tayo.
No? Yes.
Accessible na ng mga mentors.
Correct.
Diba? Yun, so watch out. So hopefully
Exciting.
okay. So any other tips or guide na pwede nating mabigay about kidney health in general?
Yes. Siguro na lang, whenever it is very challenging for you to, apply those what we just, lifestyle solutions that we suggested, kasi the behavior change, yun talaga yung gusto natin, 'di ba? It really happens when the person knows the short-term and long-term health impact ng ginagawa natin. So like on my case, I question myself na if I do this every day, yung pagkain ng chips, processed foods, or soft drinks, ganyan, do I also allow myself to like experience, dialysis 20 years from now? So kung okay sa'yo yun, then okay, di ba? Go ahead. Pero
don't complain.
pero kung ayaw mo talaga, then make a decision starting today. Kasi po, sa totoo lang, magkakaroon ka talaga ng tinatawag na paradigm shift, 'di ba? The quick change of decision. Sabi nga, the paradigm shift happens only because of two things. It happens because of number one, you keep repeating it to yourself. It means na parang yung exposure mo sa bagay na yon. Like halimbawa, lagi kang naririnig, lagi kang nakatune in sa Nourish to Flourish, lagi mong naririnig yung mga sinasabing tips namin. That's number one. Or a drastic change can happen pag may bigla ang intense pain. Extreme parang pain, may it be yun nga, biglang nakita mo na lang na ay grabe, CKD5 na ako, and that right there, dun ka palang magde-decide. So you don't want that extreme pain to happen to you, tsaka ka palang magde-decide. So keep on tuning in sa Nourish to Flourish para ma-reinforce yung mga bagay, yung mga lifestyle changes na to, because rising po ang kidney cases, one Filipino every hour ang nagkakaroon po ngayon ng kidney problem, and we don't want to be part of it. We don't want every family member or closest friends natin to be part of it. So share this link to your family and friends para mas marami po tayong mga Pilipino and individuals to become more healthier and productive. Yan.
So thank you so much for watching or listening. So we'll see you in the next episode.
Let's nourish to flourish.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.